Your pussy's deep, as it is wide. You got a fully symmetrical pussy inside. It's parabolic. I'll say it that. Not hyperbolic. And that's a fact. So that's all I have.
Oh my God! Just end the show! It's not gonna get better than that! But I guess we'll try to follow it up with a 2-hour after show. Hello, beautiful people! It is go time for Night Attack! Bringing you the best and the worst of the internet ever since 1776. Hello, beautiful folks. I'm Brian Brushwood, live in Austin, Texas. Joined, as always, by the immovable object to my unstoppable force, Mr. Justin Robert Young, who's definitely in Oakland, California. Good old OKC.
That's Oklahoma.
That's Oakland City. Old Clan City. That's where the racists.
It's like the opposite. It's the birthplace of the Black Panthers. Like it's the opposite of Old Clan City.
Yeah, but why did I call it OKC then?
Because you got the words wrong?
Yeah, that doesn't seem likely. I'm thinking it's you're in OKC.
I'm not though, Brian.
Where are you?
I was in a horse stance, delivering punches.
Right.
And I can tell you, man. I started last night in Oakland, and I woke up this morning in New Orleans, which is where I am right now.
Now, Justin, last time I checked, my little birdies went out. First of all, I cut off my testicles, I shaved my head, and then I got a bunch of little birds to start whispering sweet nothings in my ears. Hired a dwarf to just disagree with everything I said, and then I was saying, oh, my little birdies say that you quit your job at the Go Game and you don't need to travel no more. And then the dwarf said, you don't need to travel anymore, is I believe what you meant to say. And then and I shrugged because even though we're both estranged, well played, Bryce. I heard that you quit the Go Game and you don't need to travel anymore. What you doing out on the road?
I also like the fact that you literally just said things that I've told you, like that I'm your like little birds that you
All
come back to
hold
me.
on. I respect my little birds enough not to divulge who they are.
So I'm out here to cover the Collision Conference for Daily Tech News Show, which is fun in that I'm back on the road. Double fun in that I've apparently fallen backwards into a job as a reporter, which I have like steadfastly been working actively to try and waste my degree in for the past 10 years. And I apparently forgot everything that I used to know about traveling. Like I'm an idiot, Brian, is what I'm trying to do.
Oh my God. I am so happy to hear you say this because I've been in the exact same spot.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think about red-eye flights?
Oh, on paper, make a lot of sense. They make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
They're not great.
No, they're not.
No.
And when you travel a lot, you know, you kind of think like, oh man, waking up early sucks. Like wasting an entire day if you're going against the grain, time zone wise, just terrible.
All right, so may I guess how the train of thought went and how it ended up? The train of thought, I assume, went along something like, you know what sucks is laying down, going to bed, and then like 3.5 minutes later, getting up because it's already 4 a.m. You have to go get on the airplane and go over here. You know, it'd be great. Let's get on a plane and have a couple of cocktails, take a little snoozer, and guess what? We're suddenly there. In your mind, on paper, it makes sense. If your experience is anything like mine, you get on the plane, you get on the cocktails, and then you wait for the snoozer part. And then it's getting closer and later and later. And then all of a sudden you realize that you never quite so much took the snoozer. And then suddenly, you know, I guess you blinked, but you're landing. And good God, it's miserable. And it's 6 in the effing morning, and you're in Louisiana.
You know, Brian, you're a real smart cookie. You're pretty good, man. Because really, the only addendums that I'd put on that are like, you know, you think you're kind of heading into dead space, which is why you drink so much.
Sure.
And by we, I'm using the royal we for me.
By
last
we,
night.
we mean this is probably what Bryce would do. Not us.
So
we're too responsible.
So you get you get to the airport, right? And you're like, oh, okay, well, let me go to the United Club. Let me have a few drinks, and then you get upgraded to first class, and you're drinking there.
As
you
one
make
does.
friends with an interior decorator from Los Angeles, and you just have all these fun stories to swap back and forth on the way to L.A. You go to L.A. and listen, man, I'm just gonna let you guys know I'm a real down-to-earth, relatable person who has down-to-earth, relatable problems. Like, how about this, old chestnut? We've all been there. You know when you go to the United Club in LAX? I mean, come on. You guys know, right? You guys know?
You're killing me. You're ending our friendship slowly, but keep going.
and then you're halfway through your first complimentary glass of red wine.
God damn it. You realize the chat room is nothing but hashtag WPR right now.
Listen, guys, we've all been there. Gentlemen, I know you guys are into it, right? The next thing you know, of course, excuse me, we're closing this United Club at 10:30. Please go to our other United Club 4 gates down.
Oi.
Oh, come on. Can you believe it?
As if you're just some other schmo who just showed up who's willing to take any old United Club that he gets free drinks
at. Oh, my
at.
God. So you got to go to the other one, past gate 47, and you have to take the stairs because it's in the mezzanine, and you go and you decide to soothe yourself.
All right, time out. I'm going to say that there's never been a better time for the internet gods to smite us, because all we've heard we've seen the tilting head left or right. We heard mezzanine and something smite us, which maybe it's better that we haven't heard it, but I understand.
It's fine. All right, here. Am I any better here now? Can you hear me?
No. Start your video over. Maybe see if that does something.
So start your story over. By the way, and if I sound like I'm just nakedly, transparently jealous, it's because I am. I can't. I still have to opt out and get felt up every time I go through the airport.
Well, listen. Is this better? Is the audio better now?
Yeah.
All right. So put a pin in this moment. I'm thoroughly drunk, and I'm sitting in the second LAX United Club because you got to keep that buzz going. And I'm drinking a glass of Prosecco, which is basically Italian champagne.
Oh, thank you.
And
God, it was so much better with the slight condescending explanation. That's what I needed.
Put a pin in that. Just remember that moment.
Okay.
Because then I get on the flight.
Uh-oh.
And I keep drinking. And then what should have been, it was basically the bill coming due on this rich dinner that I had enjoyed. The first time this has ever sounded so short. Our flight time this evening will be 3 hours and 20 minutes.
And you find yourself saying like, no, I need it to be longer.
No, I can just circle around for a little bit. Like I can't just take a 3-hour nap. I'm drunk. Like this won't end well. And so like immediately I'm just like a submarine. Dive, snooze immediately.
And what's funny? Okay, all right. Now tell me, because I've been on international flights or whatever, and goal, fall asleep. Problem. Get to sleep as fast as you can. Solution? Maybe have another beer. Yeah, it seems like that'll get you there faster, right?
Think. Take a drink.
Take a drink.
So I get to sleep, and it is basically like what you described before of you being in your room and going to sleep and having to wake up for the 4:00 flight.
Sure.
It was like. All right, gotta sleep. And then we're landing immediately, and I just feel like dog poop. Like, it is just awful. Pounding headache, like, still kind of half drunk. Like, one of those things where, like, Like, you know, when like your joints are just kind of like made of molasses and you can't like even move
Well,
fast.
and it's one of those like you don't dare look in a mirror because you know you have the permanent I just smelled a fart face on. You know, you just going.
Yeah. And so I go to get like a cab to go back to where I need to go, to where my hotel is, and I'm just throwing him my credit card, like, just take me to the place. Take me now. Why are you torturing me?
Well, so at least you know you have a destination, at least, because this is hypothetically, were I in a similar situation, at the other end of that rainbow would be the part where I got on stage and performed for everyone. Is this the same day? Do you have to get in front of people and do a thing?
Didn't have to get up and do anything, but here, let's stay in this moment.
Stay in the
this
moment.
cab
All
ride.
right, I'm there for you.
All right. So basically, let's just real quick, you know, like in Mighty Casey at bat, like in between the second and third pitch of like the end of the thing, they do like that, you know, that big long.
Oh, this
poetic...
is the big sweeping, like, you know, hey man, look, there's one thing that can't happen, and that's for Casey to strike out, right? We know where this is going.
So this is that part of the story. I have for 4 years, whenever I've gotten into a place early, be it a early flight that I flew out that went to a West Coast destination, or someplace on the East Coast that I took a red eye to, I have never had a problem with rolling in at any hour of the night and just getting in early, despite the fact that check-in is normally around 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Never had that problem.
Okay, for the record,
Yeah.
I can kind of smell where this might be headed. Let me tell you just a couple of stories. Theoretically, there have been times I've showed up at hotels. They're like, well, check-in's at 3. And at which point I said, that's great. I'll be on this couch. And as if it's this, this Mexican standoff, I just lay the hell down on the couch, looking and stinking for all the world like a nasty-ass hobo. And it's like, I'm perfectly calm here. I'm calmer than you are.
Yeah.
I can lay on this couch all damn day. As long as I get a shower before I go do my gig, I'm good to go.
So let me just describe this place. And I'm not going to say the name of it because I'm going to be mean. This is not a crack den, and it is not a crack house. It is a crack castle.
Oh, geez. That's not where I thought. I thought you were going to crack shanty, but crack castle. Crack castle.
It is as if it is this big sprawling estate.
Crack castle. There was a place to sleep. Ooh, but he wasn't tired. Ooh, but it wasn't a crack house. It was a crack castle. Sorry. I saw the words cat crack.
I'll tell you what. Wait, that was cat crack? That wasn't rock lobster?
No, it was rock lobster, but at the last minute somebody in the chat said cat crack castle, and that was funnier to me, so I ended up saying cat crack castle.
Remix. So I roll up and I'm just in shambles, and I'm like, it's 5 a.m. I'm like, hey, time to check me in
for tonight. And you're like, you mean right now tonight? And you're like
yeah, like
no.
right now?
Like next time after the sun goes around the world once today.
Yeah. So dude's like, let me check. Yeah, no, they're we don't have a room for you at all. And I'm like, well, I mean, like, man, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I gotta. He's like, well, so unlike yours, you could Mexican standoff them by just laying on a couch, right? This lovely establishment literally just says, well, hey, whatever, man. There's a couch.
Oh wait, so they encourage you. They're
Yes,
like, bring it.
like-
and you're like, is there a sink I can pretend to use as a shower? Is there a
Just wait.
Oh no.
So wait. So it's all of a sudden check-in's at 3, mind you, right?
Sure.
And they're like, Here's the unfortunate problem. Between this conference that you're here covering and Jazz Fest, which is gigantic in New Orleans and is happening now, they are at maximum occupancy, which is the only reason why I was staying at this hotel and not one of the conference hotels, because everything is sold out and everything is like $200 a night. And I'm rolling on DTNS
this because
budget,
the
right?
collusion conference is very popular.
Yes. So he basically is like, hey, man, go sleep on this couch. There's a couch here. And I'm like, you want to know what? That's fine. I'm actually not even all that pissed off about it. Whatever. I'm sure there's going to be a few people that I got to leave early for the airport. There always are. So let me just take a quick cat nap here. I feel like crap anyway. One couch is as good as another. It'll kind of suck, but I'll be all right. I'll wake up at like 8, and then I'm sure somebody will have left early in the morning for me to go get in, and I'll catch a couple more Z's in a bed.
Can I just say, like, this is taking me back to being on the road all the time. And I'm almost jealous of the situation you're in, because I had been in that situation several times before, and the only part that I truly hated was the part where I turned to an unpaid intern and said, well, I guess we're sleeping on the floor.
Yeah. Oh, no, definitely. 'Cause, yeah, that would be a way to make it far worse than it was.
Yes.
So I go to sleep, wake up at 8:30, and I go back out, and same dude. And I'm just like, hey, what's up? Remember me? I was sleeping on the couch for the past 3 hours. Whoa, what's up with the room situation? He's like, yeah, no one left. And nobody will leave, because we're not going to let you into a room until after the cleaning crew gets here. And the earliest that happens is 11 o'clock.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm like, I look like hot shit. Sorry. I got the bell.
$10 on the line. He won the belt. It's time and time to felt. I love to eat felt. I poop felt. I almost said the S word and won the belt.
So I'm like, hey, listen, man, I'm up a real, like, I'm screwed here, dude, because like I need to go to this conference.
Oh,
and
shoot.
like,
So you're out of time. Like this isn't even a case where it's like you had a buffer day. It's like you have to go. I
got to go do my
encounter
job,
other human
and
beings. Yeah.
like I went and bought like clothes. Like I'm wearing like a polo shirt. I have like a light jacket that I bought from Uniqlo. Like, like I'm looking very business professional for this trip, because I got to I'm interviewing Stephen Wolfram tomorrow. I'm interviewing people that worked on IBM's Watson. Like there's like all these tech people that I'm gonna be talking to, and I don't want to look like a pile of asses in a wrestling t-shirt, right?
Well, I don't think it's disrespectful to say that your normal brand, when you are at your best, somebody might describe your style as hobo chic.
Yes.
Which, if you don't have the chic part, it's just hobo.
It's just hobo.
Yeah,
and so
right.
I'm like, I'm hobo. I'm like full hobo, right? This is derelict, not derelict. So I'm like, I'm kind of explaining to the guy, and all of a sudden, dude's eyes sparkle, and he's like, oh, well, wait, you just need a shower? And he like kind of hits me with this like, well, that's the horse of a different color. He's like, oh, wait, no, don't worry. So not only are we a hotel, we're also a hostel. And the hostel wing of this hotel has group showers.
Okay. Time out. In a perfect situation, I would just verify, like, just so we're on the same page, you're saying hostel, Hostel, not Hostile. I mean, just so we're on the same page here.
Yeah. So so he's like, oh, yeah, come on here. And we go, and sure enough, there's a big, long, like almost like army barracks room with a bunch of bunk bed cots. And apparently it's super cheap, where you can stay in New Orleans if you're international for 2 weeks, if you're domestic for 3 days. And sure enough, there's a room with 2 showers in it. And I'm like, man, any port in a storm, I just got to get, I got to get clean. I got to just, take care of my own stuff, because I do got to get to this conference. Also, I'm still like 25% hungover.
Time out. 2 showers in the shower area.
Yeah.
is ours the last generation of middle-class Americans that's going to happen? Because it seems like in civilized, polite society, there's some kind of divider between showers at all times in all establishments.
Oh, no. So this was 2 stalls.
Oh,
like you weren't,
then we're
you weren't
fine.
necessarily showering.
Continue
next to
on.
somebody
Say no
else,
more,
right?
sir. Go for
Yeah.
it.
However, it's at that point that I realized that I have become too pampered in my traveling and don't have soap, shampoo.
Oh,
like,
no!
So I have to, at this point, I'm just like cat of the canals, like looking like, oh, somebody left just a little bit of conditioner in a bottle.
Oh,
like,
God.
let me steal that. I'm stealing people's body wash, so I can take a shower. And then, of course, no hot water.
Oh.
Just a rushing rapid river of ice cold water.
Okay, can I time out and confess that I was in a... Oh, damn it, Bonnie's back in the room. She's going to hear this. I might have been in a similar situation at a different time in my career where I had a gig at a comedy club and it was very tenuous, and I stayed on a friend of a friend's couch out in like Midland, Odessa area, and woke up with no time to do anything to get out the door. And I might have been alone in the house, and I might have realized I didn't have a toothbrush.
Oh my.
Might have looked around in a stranger's room.
Oh no!
Might have used a stranger's
No.
toothbrush.
You did not.
I'm just saying maybe. I'm just saying I can empathize hypothetically what that would be like. I would imagine I could imagine.
You have a moral obligation to keep yourself healthy, so the rest of the
I
house
went on to
doesn't-
father 3 children afterwards, so it turned out okay. It was pretty rough. It was not my proudest moment.
Well, here, I'll tell you, is my voice coming in crappy?
Yeah, a little bit, but I think it'll snap too. I think you'll be all right.
All right.
So
so-
I can imagine you're at this low spot.
So, and by the way, this is the lowest that it gets. So just do me a favor. Remember when we put a pin in me arrogantly staring out into the LAX tarmac sipping on my Prosecco?
Yes.
Just understand that level of hashtag WPR was punished tenfold as a naked and shivering Justin Robert Young was using stolen body wash.
Oh, I wish you could see Bonnie's face right now. It's this mask of agony and shame.
Yeah, no, that was the lesson. That was I realized that, I was indeed an Icarus looking MFer and I flew too close to the sun.
So you got through it. Now, true or false? Like at that point, you're committed. You get into the cold ass shower and you get some kind of, sodium lauryl sulfate or whatever on you, and you just get enough of it that you feel the humanity bar going up as you pit face. Oh, it smells like civilization. I mean, you felt like $1 million afterwards, give or take, comparatively.
$50,000 dollars,
right.
maybe not $1 million.
Here's the important thing.
Significant increase in the balance of bucks for which I felt like.
Did you feel like more or fewer than 1,656 patrons?
Less, because that's a number that not only is amazing, but that I am proud to say is the gold standard for internet dumb and dumb people on the internet.
Internet dumb. That's what we are. We're kings of internet dumb. As long as you spell it correctly.
And that's where you can help push us toward our goal of 1776 patrons by July 4th if you head on over to patreon.com/nightattack.
Hey, by the way, man, there's never been a better time to cross the line and become a patron. We've been putting out weekly mixtapes of tracks that'll show up on our next comedy album. And we did a full goddamn pay-per-view special, right?
Yeah, this week, in lieu of a mixtape, we put out a finally, after 3 attempts between a Patreon's user interface, which at times can be less than ideal, we put out a watch along. We backed up our promise, man. We are promise keepers yet again. As we told Mikey Newman on the show last week rather, that we would do a companion to his TV Crimes podcast that he does with Will Wheaton, and do a commentary track for Cartoon All Stars to the Rescue. And if you are a patron, or you become a patron right now, you will be able to go back into those posts and download it. It is a solid. I mean, we did like 40 or 50 minutes, and that.
Yeah. Okay, and speaking of which, I want to sort. By the way, head on over to patreon.com/Night Attack. It's definitely, we are making it our red letter best to make it worth your while to be one of those fantastic patrons of ours. Please, please, please join us, won't you? But I do want to comment real quick, because we did something a little bit sideways, a little bit weird on this track.
Yeah.
Because the track is the first time I ever saw Cartoon All Stars to the Rescue. A lot of it is me being horrified and Justin justifying and trying to explain how much more horrifying it was to be 8 years old watching it at the time. But without any context whatsoever, we just hit play on some what will sound like some really random ass noise. And now this is not a bootleg. This is on their website. I kind of want to play it and break it down and just kind of let people in on this right here. Will you do me a favor? You know what?
Are we just gonna play? We can't just play a joke and then break down a joke, though, right?
I do want to speak to what a strange time in television it was that those situations happened, because there are words that are spoken that you could never, ever say in any format, including on our show, which is why we're going to play other people saying them. There's copyright violations. It is the wrongest clip in the world, and we just put it there with no context whatsoever. Can we just
at the very end, we decided to play a song that for whatever reason Brian had stuck in his memory, and I must have seen it, because I obsessively watched that show, but I certainly didn't remember it, and certainly didn't remember it to the vividness that Brian did when he called it up.
So Bryce, forgive me.
It's not the wrongest clip in the world. I don't want to oversell it. Like, it's not anything that is that is like horrifying. It's just, I don't know. I feel like to say anything else would just be to build it up too much. We might as well just play it. This is what happens at the very, very, very end of our Cartoon All Stars to the Rescue. This is like, again, 48 minutes of us having a good time talking about this cartoon, and then this other thing that we were laughing about.
By the way, if you want to, this clip still exists. This clip is still on the Viacom-owned website, Adult Swim, and under fair use, we're going to take a moment to look at their 1 minute long clip, which is part 3 of Triumph the Insult Comic Dog. Makes an appearance on.
Can't you see what I'm doing here?
On Space Ghost Coast to Coast. All right, I just want to like, with no context, I want you to experience this.
And also, just understand that this came up because Brian kept singing the lyrics randomly when we were recording before.
Prank call. Who is this? I'm not doing a show.
So Brian keeps saying these lyrics, and I'm like, what the hell? And so eventually we play this, and we thought it was so funny rewatching it that we put it at the end of the Cartoon All Stars commentary. But let's just play it.
Yeah, go for it. Hit play.
I'm holding my own urine in a cup because I have responsibilities. Won't you help?
All right, time out. This is made so much better. Number one, because I first saw this in the late 90s, and it's made even better by the fact that we encountered both Zorak and Space Ghost at Dragon Con and got them to...
so many years ago. Yeah, absolutely.
And they bled us for money.
By the way, Dr. Payne says Desperado. You win, name that tune, and wait to see where they go with it.
All right, take it away.
Why can't you walk over here? You've been out mending fences. You probably can't even walk now. But retardos meet your warm golden cure. You've been out mending fences.
The warm golden cure is, of course, the urine in his coffee cup that he just peed into.
Like the whole episode, which is hilarious, that this is all building up to, is that Space Ghost gets enamored with the fact that Triumph has said something obscene, and so he keeps repeating it. That horrifies. Who's the other one?
Moltar. Sister Mary Moltar, as he calls him for the rest of the episode.
So Zorak takes over the director's position and then abuses it by just whispering more and more obscene stuff into Space Ghost, who just keeps saying it almost without thinking about it. And now this is what it builds to, including the final line, which is what began everything, which is what Triumph said. Let's just keep playing it.
Okay. All right, go.
Fences where you'll never walk alone. So send me some money, or I'll bang you up. Yes, I'll bang you right up your ass.
All right, time out. Pause. Because it gets even better at this point. Because understand, this was on broadcasted cable television in the late 90s. Like, I'm cringing to play this on an internet stream where nobody can take us down.
Different time, man. Different time.
How has this happened?
In fact, not only was this tolerated, it basically continued to snowball as a profit engine for Time Warner Corporation, that they continued to pour money and time into Adult Swim. You know, there really wasn't an Adult Swim like before Space Ghost. Space Ghost was the first big breakout hit.
Yeah. Well, and then the best part is,
and then here's the big finish.
So Retardos #1 forever.
Oh no, he goes on from there. Holy cow. Hot damn.
So yeah, Retardos #1 forever.
Hey, speaking of which, somebody just tweeted me.
So send me some money.
Go to patreon.com/nightattack.
Patrons #1 forever.
Oh my God. By the way, the story
story
of my goat getter from last week is he just tweeted me. That goat getter. He says,
hey, Brian.
What's up?
Speaking of things that are self-serving that we need to plug, we got a live show coming up.
Oh, hells yeah. Well, I mean, the problem is it's not so much a live show so much as it is the introduction of Chekhov's empty slot. In the first act of a night attack, you have to introduce the fact that we'll be doing a live show. And that
when Chekhov reveals his slot,
that's correct.
First act, you know it is going to get slotted in the third.
That's correct. Somebody's like, "Oh wow, I see you have a live show. I certainly hope nothing bad comes of that empty slot in the second act of whatever you're going to do on stage that day." Oh, you're quite right.
I think it is a shame that people that, we live in a society that shames people for empty slots. I think I'd like to get back to a time where we cherished our empty slots.
All right, so here's the thing, man. We're going to do a live show this Saturday, May 7th, so a week from this upcoming Saturday in San Francisco. If you go to bit.ly/sflive16, you can subscribe. You can sign up. You can get an Eventbrite reservation in there. We're going to do something funny, we think. But I figured the best way to do something real funny would be for us to do what we did last time and outsource the comedy writing to the folks who are funniest here in this operation.
Well, we definitely have we have our second act, and what we did last time was something to DIAF? What was it? What do we call it?
30 seconds or DIAF?
30 seconds or DIAF. Wherein we had a bunch of different stuff that we had to either do or take a fire challenge, and that eventually led to Brian getting a Sriracha Bukkake.
Sriracha Bukkake is my secret rapper name.
but we need something for this one. So we figured, we'd go back to you guys, go back to the chat room.
Sorry, God damn it! I was muted, and then you clearly tossed to me, and I was halfway through sneezing. Okay, why does this say SFNAIRFTFS live on the West Coast?
So this is from Bob McBob. He posted this on the Reddit. He designed a poster for this show. San Francisco Night Attack is ready for their first show. And when you arrange it like this, you might see something else.
Sniff farts. I get it. Took me a moment.
You also have a nice line that just says ISIS, 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 ISIS,
Well,
ISIS.
actually, technically, it says is, but I suppose we all see what we
Yeah,
want to
whatever,
see.
prude. Brian, let's start the creative ball rolling. I think we should do something that involves bidding.
Bidding. Okay, can we real quick? If you guys in the chat are so inclined, let's go through. Let's do like we did last time. First, let's just come up with a name first, and then figure out what the thing is. Is that too weird or sideways?
Oh no, I like that. Yeah. So here we go. Just type in the chat room right now the name of an amazing bit.
All right, here we go. Who comes first? Spelled C-U-M-S. Shock collar karaoke. Holy shit! I kind of love.
Oh!
Oh no! Ah! Damn it! I cursed. I'm the worst. I blurst. God damn it. What's I don't know which is worse, cursing or not even realize that I cursed. Well, I'm like, no, I didn't say fuck. Come on, guys.
All right, so here's we're not doing any more sriracha.
Can we do shock collar karaoke?
We got the equipment for it.
Do we?
We have a shot collar.
We do?
I bought a shot collar for Night Attack Live at South by Southwest. And
Oh my
we
god.
just didn't use it.
Shock collar karaoke. Can we do shock collar karaoke?
I think only if everybody gets their EKG done before doing this.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Is that like a regular checkup thing you do?
Here's my problem with shot collar karaoke's. I just don't know whether or not, if we continue to do these live shows, if we're just descending into Japanese game show. Like,
To be honest, I'm okay with it. I'm totally okay with it.
You know, I'm not.
Super
I'm
okay
not
with it.
So just so we know, we're split 50-50 on whether or not we're okay with it descending into Japanese game show.
Okay. All right. Let's put a pin in that. We'll put it up right up there by the United Club. Let's get back to sleeping on the couch. Let's see what else.
I mean, all right. If everybody's obsessed with it, then I mean, I'm not gonna stand in the way.
Bonnie Buzz Killington over here is what Waffles called you.
Killington. Oh my gosh.
Shock collar drinking game. Oh, shock collar drinking game, I assume.
Hook, line, and stinger?
Okay, look, now they're just coming up with clever names for shock collar karaoke.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Who can sing while surviving the shot collar?
Okay.
About stinger missiles.
So here's the question. What if this was the game? All right.
Yeah.
Wear a shock collar. First of all, this is a shock collar that's meant to be used by humans.
No.
Ah, God damn it.
People, huh?
Yeah, of course they do. I
Bonnie just
guarantee
says
you. I guarantee you. Well, here's what I was going to say. What if the game was we did a double blind scenario and somebody wore a shock collar. It's on the lowest setting. You picked a song that you're going to sing karaoke. And the goal was if you could go 30 seconds, you just had to do a 30-second piece of a song, and somebody could randomly trigger the shock collar in there. And if you could get through your 30 seconds and they couldn't figure out when you were shocked, you're the winner.
What? No, that's, you don't want to, like, you just need to get to the end of it, and then you, like, maybe you're judged like
it's a
American
mild,
Idol
It's a
style.
mild little tickling, just a little.
Also, this
No,
is
but
a
the point is, I mean, I guess, there is drama in somebody hiding whether or not they are being shocked, but really you just want every time somebody hits a button, the person singing to be like, ah!
By the way, there are shock collars for humans,
Well,
as somebody showed right here on Alibaba. There's a number of options.
Jesus.
These all have dogs in the title or on the packaging.
I mean, it's an anti-dog shock collar. When the thing is you wear them on the street. When a dog wants to go attack you, he's like, "Whoa, that's a shock collar," and it gets scared and it runs away. That's what I would imagine.
I'll just say this: the shock collar that I have does not have a remote control.
Parallax
settings.
calls it "Looking for a City," the game. Looking for a city.
Hold on. So wait. No, Bryce has big news here. That does not have a remote control.
It does not have a remote control, and I don't think it has settings.
Okay. That's
This is for
probably-
dogs.
Moving right along.
So
So wait. So how do you just like put it on while it's, or you put it on and then you set it to kill and then you just wait until it does its grisly work?
Turns out it's not for any kind of corrective behavior. It's just for people who love to torture the fuck out of dogs. It just shocks randomly at all hours.
Wait.
I don't think it has a setting. I don't know.
Okay, time out.
I know it has an off.
Let's think
Time
of
out.
a
I think
backup
it
idea.
has an
All right, hold on,
Let's
hold on,
think
hold
of
on.
a backup idea.
I actually do have a device.
Oh,
Did you ever play? There was this game where 4 players could play. There were 4 handles.
Okay.
There were 4 buttons.
Yeah.
And you would wait as mysterious music played, and a green light would flow, and it'd go doo 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 doo, and then the moment it went red, it would go, and then everybody had to hit their button. Whoever was last got an electric shock. Have you never played this game?
No.
Dude, that game is amazing. We should totally
What is
play it
it
on
called?
stage.
Kind of fun.
It's like a 20-year-old game. This would be amazing. And then also after whoever gets shocked has to do 12 shots of vodka or something. I don't know.
I mean, by the way, anything that involves anything more than me and you, we have to get cleared by the Alleys or Tom Merritt.
Okay, first of all,
Merritt will be down.
yeah, Tom would be in.
Justin, I don't mean to spoil a big surprise about our audience, but I'm pretty sure if it's you, me, and 2 empty slots, somebody's gonna get up and play our game. I'm not worried about that.
I mean, sure, yes. I mean, but obviously
there it
we're
is.
gonna have a
There
bunch
it
of
is
people-
right
a
there.
bunch of
Lightning
people-
reaction reloaded.
This is way more sinister looking than I imagined.
That's so good. It's so good.
Number one, it looks like the a
world's-
bizarre sex toy.
It does look like the world's gnarliest
It's like one of those
butt
head
plug.
massagers.
Actually, it looks like Bonnie, when you go to the pussy doctor and he spreads your pussy wide, what's that
Jesus
thing that
Christ.
he uses?
Speculum.
A speculum. It does. It looks like a speculum that electrifies you. Yeah, no, that's it.
We don't have to
Way to make it
speculum.
personal.
Right there.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming you go to a pussy doctor. I'm not gonna out you. Hey guys,
I'm not gonna out
nobody's
you, but
seen
we
Bonnie's
assume that
pussy.
your doctor is not exactly masculine. He's a real pussy doctor.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about your private bits. I was just calling out your doctor.
Yeah. He's just such a puss. Hey, Dr. Puss, why don't you stop pussing around, pusser? MD.
Oh my god. Yes. Right on. So okay, so you're not down with that? It's pretty good.
No, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm whatever. It's sold over the counter to kids theoretically. I think it'll be fine.
People are
I've definitely played the game, so it's all right.
Although I don't know if it's physical enough. Like, because that was the cool thing about 30 Seconds or DIAF was that, like...
Well, we
at
can
its
do-
best, a
we-
big visual.
Here's what we could do is we can have because it's a reaction-based game, we could set up stakes similar to 30 seconds or DIAF. There could be some challenge. It could either come from the audience or it could come from a fishbowl. We still have all the DIAF challenges, right?
Sure.
So we could just set that up and we play around instead of choosing 30 seconds or dying to fire. It's basically loser has to take that challenge and go through with it. Would that work?
Sure. I mean, it really just depends on the action of the shock. Like, I don't know how much the shock is like gonna.
It's not bad. It's enough. It's to be honest. I mean, they had shock scientists left over from
Determined,
the Second
yeah.
World War who figured out the exact right amount of enough to be cute, but not so much as to be
All right,
crazy.
so let's buy it. Let's buy it. It'll come to San Francisco with us. We will do something with Lightning Reaction Reloaded.
Done. Done and done.
We still need a name though.
I mean,
30 seconds or Shock the Monkey?
it's very on the nose.
That was a little too.
How about we call it the game where one person gets shocked and then must do a task?
How about we call it Just Do It, Dr. Pussy?
What if we call it Dr. Pussy, the game?
Is somebody going to play Bonnie, will you play? You have to fly out and play Dr. Pussy.
This is getting really weird now.
Hold
I
on,
don't
maybe
know.
we could have Bonnie pre-record some segments, and it's like you're at Universal Studios. We're like, oh, we are getting a call from the infamous Dr. Pussy. And similar to like Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, Bonnie shows up and she's like, hello, mine playthings. In this challenge, you must win or be shocked and hop on one leg.
All right, well, here we go, Bonnie. That sounds what we want to do. How about you go ahead and audition for the role of Dr. Pussy?
Okay.
All right.
What are the challenges here? Let's see.
One of the challenges is to eat a whole tangerine.
You know, a whole
whole
tangerine.
tangerine.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Brian and Justin. I'm calling in from Austin, and we've got a new challenge for you. You have to eat a whole tangerine in less than 30 seconds, or be shocked.
Okay, that's good. One
too
note.
much? A little too
Perfect.
much?
No. It's exactly what we need. Do me a favor. This time, just say your name a few more
Yeah,
times
you
so everyone
always
knows
have to
who
reveal
it's
who
calling.
you
I
are. You have to say
forgot.
it's me, blank. That otherwise
Am I
nobody
really-
knows
I'm
what
the
you're
shock
doing an
doctor,
impression
or
of.
what am I? The pussy doctor? No.
You're Dr. Pussy.
Dr. Pussy.
That's how it is on the page, but go ahead and play with it.
What?
That's how it is on the page.
Yep,
Do whatever you want.
go for it.
Hello, Brian and Justin. It's Dr. Pussy from Austin, Texas.
I love the fact that out of the whole thing, the thing that you had to think longest about was where you were from. Dr. Pussy.
I was going to say France. And then I'm like, I'm not from France. I go, my character's from France and is settled in Austin. You know, I got to think all this through. So you got to eat a whole
Wait,
tangerine.
maybe the name of the bit should be Thunderstruck because you get electrified.
Oh, that's
But
pretty
like
good.
thunder
Or what
is-
about catch the
Lightning
lightning
round?
clap?
Wait, didn't
Lightning
y'all have
clap.
lightning rounds? You guys used to have those lightning rounds where you would do like word free, like either
No, that's
or
not what
questions.
we called it. Are you talking about when Justin would do blank or blanks?
Yeah.
That was like,
wait a minute. What about this? We have very embarrassing questions drawn up, right? And if you lose the shock, you have 10 seconds to answer the question, or else there's like a consequence to it.
okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. So there's an element of the truth to the truth or dare. So
Exactly.
the question goes first. We compete, and then it's very clear who rings in the fastest and is safe, and who is not.
Yep.
And then it's great. It's great.
All right, and that's lightning rounds,
Dude,
as hosted by Dr. Pussy.
Pussy.
Dr.
French.
Pussy lightning round. All right, I think we're listen. If you have any other ideas with this, including we're going to need a ton of really embarrassing questions. So we will probably organize that with chat room. You're going to want to go to diamondclub.reddit.com, where I'm sure everything will be organized.
holy crap, that's a good point. As a matter of fact, Diamond Time is where we shout out your projects. If you head on over to diamondclub.reddit.com, you'll notice a sticky post right up at the top. And the top 3 submissions on there will be shouted out right here on Diamond Club, or on Night Attack. Holy crowd, this is a long one. I'm going to read this real fast. Holy crap! What am I looking at?
Part of this is a recipe, so let's.
Yeah,
I think
you know
can
what?
just read paragraph 1.
Here, why don't you take a look at what Serlan wrote, and in the meantime, I will point out that we're up for an award. Turns out, not only did we win an award, Discovery VR just won a Webby for best branded VR content, and as far as we know, we're the only sponsored branded content on all of Discovery VR. So it pretty much means that Justin and I won an award. Turns out we're up for another award, and it turns out. We are not eligible as Night Attack because we won so hard last year. We're not up for any awards on Night Attack, but a bunch of concerned citizens got together and they put together a political party that collects all of our fantastic fans, and they held primaries. I'm sorry, Bonnie I just watched Bonnie. Bonnie's been working literally for 3 days. For 3 days on this thing. On this art project, and I just watched her drop it, and it broke. Yeah. So here's the thing.
And good night, everybody.
Night Attack is not up for any awards. However, all of the fans of Night Attacks have decided to put together a political party. They held their own primary, and they came up with 16 programs that they feel like are deserving of your affection for the podcast awards. So if you go to hat.t2t2.eu, you'll see a collection of 16, including The Beerists, Scam School, Gizwiz, The Bizarre Briefing, We Have Concerns, Jury, Current Geek, Cord Killers, Hack 5, and Weird Things, bunch of our affiliated shows. Then you can help get all of them awards by voting every day when we get to that point of the podcast awards. But for right now, if you guys are so inclined to nominate us, that would be super, super great.
Absolutely. And that is hat.t2t2.eu. Head on over there right now, do your part, and wear the hat of justice to the grand ball of podcast glory.
Justin, I don't think we've ever done this before, but I'm looking at like a page and a half of single space text.
I think
Can we just plug the guy's channel and we don't need to read all of this?
He's
listen, I'm just going to read random paragraphs. So here's
Okay.
just a random paragraph. Using 2 spoons, gather a large marble of chocolate onto a sheet pan lined with parchment paper and return to the refrigerator for 30 minutes. Place the cocoa powder, nuts, and or toasted coconut, each in its own pie pan, and set aside.
That's just a random paragraph.
Okay, great. And you could go to YOLO420.com/Steam Cuisine Swag. That's STAMCUISINESWAG to see whatever it is this thing is promoting.
No, I did read enough that he is a huge Diamond Club fan and a member of our community. He's also been a chef for 10 years. And he likes to do video game and chef stuff, and he has an awesome YouTube channel, and everybody should go support him.
Oh, we're right on. You probably could have said that in fewer than 12 paragraphs.
Well, no, I think he gave an actual recipe
Yeah.
in that. So now you can, as part of his giving back, you can now have a recipe for dark chocolate truffles.
Well, right on, man. Well, Sean, it's Serlan, too. He's in the chat right now. Serlan, we love you with all of our hearts and all of our being. Everybody go check out YOLO420.com/Steam Cuisine Swag.
How about this one? Bradley Kirk says, the epic wordsmith that is Tom Merritt has inspired me to write a book, like with words and all that. It's sort of a techno-thriller comedy, like if MacGyver was a tech support office drone, and instead of being a genius, he was a slightly paranoid, lazy-ass weirdo who ends up on the run from the government hitmen because of a typo. I have no idea who would read this sort of thing, but if anyone would, it's the people of Chat Realm. Am I right? I'm hoping to drum up some interest and feedback and get the full book finished in the next few months. And if all goes well, aim to do a pre-order campaign once it's a bit closer to its finished date. So you can check it out at YOLO420.com/offthegridbook.
Oh, I like this one right here. Hot Beverages pipes up saying, yo, want to play the Contender over the internet with some Diamond Club peeps? Own a copy of the game? Sweet! First game is Sunday, May 1st at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time over Google Hangouts. If you're interested, give a message to @HotBeverages on the Twitter. Not a good time? Fill out this form to be included in future streams. That's bit.ly/thecontenderdc. Don't matter if you use uppercases or lowercases. That's fine by us.
That is amazing. And one more for the road because it was tied with Hot Beverages. It is Aru9X says, hey, Chat Realm. Thunder in Morrow is a weird Western fantasy that is currently in pre-order on Inkshares. I need your help in making this world of orc barbers, skin-devouring men in pork pie hats, and badass cowgirls and bone giant swords into a reality. If you've got $10 to spare, head on over YOLO420.com/WeirdWest to help support yet another Diamond Club project. Thanks, Rue. P.S. I know there's a lot of book projects coming out lately. If you can afford a pre-order, sharing with a friend, or you can afford a pre-order, sharing with a friend is just as good.
Oh, yes. Is it time for the movie draft minute?
Ooh.
No.
Welcome
Yes.
to Movie Draft Minute presented by CosmicRadio.tv for the week of April 25th, 2016. I'm your host, Roberto Villegas. It's week 2 of Team DTNS coverage, but how do they fare with their second release? Let's go check the scoreboard and find out. Team Cord Killers and We Have Concerns are both tied for 5th place, still waiting for their first film. Team Amtrak is in 4th place with $55.3 million. Team Night Attack is in 3rd place with $58.6 million. Team DTNS is in 2nd place with The Huntsman Winter's War, bringing in $19.4 million, bringing their total to $211.6 million. And in 1st place with a whopping $319.4 million, it's Team Chainsaw Suit. And that is your Movie Draft Minute for the week of April 25th, 2016.
Dude.
All right, last
By the
time-
way, of course, so many great video game themes that Roberto works into those. Great to see that one from Mega Man.
You kill me, Justin. You're killing me. It's literally dead, Mega Man. Holy cow.
It was too good to just like know that there was at least 50 people whose eyeball twitched. Like as soon as I said that, if your eyeball was twitching when I said Mega Man and not Daytona USA, then please go ahead and hit me up on Twitter.
Yeah, man. I feel like we got a good shot, man. The Captain America is gonna come out. I think it's gonna do like 500 million. And I think between Secret Life of Pets and Ghostbusters, we'll get 150 a pop on that. We'll be over 800 million. It won't be a strong finish, but we got a shot at number 1.
Well, I mean, everything, I think we're thought to be the prohibitive favorite from the Crumdom, which of course is a must read on the Diamond Club subreddit every single week. But that math has kind of been revised because the boss underperformed, and the Jungle Book has so far very much overperformed. So this will all come down to exactly how much Civil War overperforms compared to a Captain America movie.
Dude, somebody in the chat just sent over the 30-second TV spot for Civil War. It looks amazing. I'm just looking at the visuals right now, complete with Spider-Man fighting Bucky. That looks freaking dope. This is gonna be amazing. I'm so excited. We're gonna make money on a movie that we love. Oh, also, I don't know if I told you, I finally got in touch with the folks over at the Alamo Draft House who handle promotions, and I told them a bit about the movie draft. And at the very least, it sounds like we could probably get an actual theater and do like a live event, do a live draft as a
live draft. Oh,
Yeah,
really?
at a draft house. Would that be amazing?
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, no! That'd be something special. I guess we would have to get a bunch of Austin people,
The luminaries,
right?
or at least people who'd want to come on out for it, right? It's like I feel like that would be pretty huge.
That would be
Draft at the draft, still it works
pretty epic. That would be pretty amazing. And imagine, Mike TV, we would actually be able to.
Oh,
it's
you'd
funny
be
because
on
we'd still
stage
invite
and
Mike
everything?
TV like 48 hours beforehand.
By the way, Mikey is just up in Dallas, so I'm sure he would come down for the whole thing. Oh, dude, that'd be great.
Hey, listen, Brian, we're into a brave new world of live events. I'll tell you what, we got 2 on the horizon here, like 3 actually, but if you count Dragon Con, which we always do, and we will do again this time. So, man, a big break coming up, including, of course, the big show at on May 7th in San Francisco, Piano Fight.
Dude, that's going to be fantastic. Very, very excited to go to amove.tv's CreateCon at the end of July. Man,
None of them
schedules-
involve a 2012 Kia Soul.
What? I'm sorry, say again?
I said none of them involve a 2012 Kia Soul.
Yes. No, this is a legitimate, awesome event that you're going to love. We hope. Might be, hey, fool us once. Shame on you. Fool us twice. Oh, you got us again. Fool
all
us
right,
3
give
times.
me. All right, here, real quick. We fly into Orlando to do CreateCon, right? Garrett meets us at the venue and says, "Oh my God, this is so great." We see a big crowd outside, and he says, I want to introduce you to my business partner that's made all this possible." And it's the same dude from.
Oh, no!
Like, what is your reaction? What is your reaction? Do you just get back on the plane?
I mean, I think I'm not one who normally considers himself prone to violence, but it'd be a near thing.
Yeah.
I think I'd kick him in his oves.
You would go O for Oves, as in he would have 0 because you'd kick them all off.
I think it's a pretty good bet. Pretty good bet.
It's just this. Just Brian shaking with anger, just a finger right in his face. If you don't pay me my money right now, I'm gonna kick your ovaries off.
Yeah. Yeah. Moving right along.
Too real.
Yeah.
Snap out of it.
Exactly, man. Dude, this has been a hell of a time. I'm glad that the internet connection held on. I'm sorry that you had a rough start to the day. Did the rest of everything else go well?
Everything's going great. If you happen to be in New Orleans, we're doing a little meetup tomorrow, 7 o'clock at Bar Cardi or Bar Caddy. I can't remember what it is, but you can check it out on my Twitter. That'll be 7 p.m. tomorrow in the downtown area of Los Angeles. But I'll tweet it out again. I'd love to see as many Night Attack and chat realmers as we can. A big thank you to everybody that was really pushing for this. Because Barcadia, that's it. Go ahead and check us out tomorrow because I love seeing all of y'all. Y'all are the best, and we can hang out and have a good time.
Dude, that is the best part of having any kind of, for all the drudgery of traveling or whatever, like that was the best part of juggling simultaneously touring with the live show at colleges with doing the internet stuff was having an excuse to be in the majority of the United States every year and have the chance to meet up with so many folks.
That was always the problem with the Go game is that I never, because of how stuff was always staggered, I was either like behind the 8 ball on getting stuff done before the gig or just tired from being up early to get everything done. And I didn't really have the old Gerbs charm to muster up. And now there's so much more time that I have in the day that it's like, oh my God, it'll be great. And hopefully Molly Wood will be there because she's there. Man, I don't know if I'm betraying a confidence, but she got a funny email from a famous person that I can't say. But anyway, I'm a dick.
Well, I mean, first of all, you could say that literally about all of us. Like at any given moment, like we could have a panel right now, a roundtable discussion. It could be you, me, Veronica, Tom, Molly Wood, Bryce, everyone, and you could have said that statement, and we would all nod knowingly, all thinking of different emails.
So there was there was a fuck, okay, I can't.
I'm sorry, what?
I said fudge.
Did you?
Check swing. Check swing.
Did you?
Check swing.
Did
check
you?
swing.
Judges ruling in the chat room. They said, damn, belt, mother effer. Also tell the effing story. What? So glad we kept the show going. I was about to wrap up. So glad we didn't wrap up.
Oh, damn.
So glad we didn't wrap up.
Anyway, so Shane Battier had on green pants, and so that's what he emailed Molly Wood and said, "Hey, I have green pants on," and it was a funny thing.
Crazy, man. Look, man, this was a fantastic episode. We learned a lot. Got the chance to connect. We learned that hobo chic minus the chic is a real treat.
It's just when the hobo sheiks, you know it's a treat. Come on down to the hobo town and you'll get all the rags you can handle. Don't giggle when it comes to the raggles.
Hobo? Oh no! We're available right now. We got some leftover body wash right here in this cup. We got a cold faucet for you to stand under and a couch that you can sleep on until we tell you to leave.
No need to haggle. We'll be all up in your ass, deeper than a fraggle.
All right, love you guys. See you next Tuesday.
Light a fire.
Oh, Justin Robert Young, every time you go, I get so sad that I wanna drink a warm glass of Drano. Night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack. I love you.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.